We are still in May, Mental Health Month. Andre Marcus Bing out of Chesapeake, Virginia, November 22nd, 2022. Andre Bing, 31. He resided in a $300,000 home in a nice, quiet neighborhood. Neighbors said, that lived close by, that he didn't speak to them, that he kept to himself. He would be outside mowing his lawn and never said a word to anyone. He had several cars that he owned on his property, but he would only drive one. The other cars never moved. Bing had no criminal history at all. The photo was actually taken at the DMV. It's not a mugshot. Bing worked at Walmart Supercenter as a night supervisor since 2010. After the fact, people would say in the past that he exhibited odd, threatening behavior. Like, if his job was lost, he would retaliate and everyone would know who he was. I guess it would be who you spoke to. Some employees say that he would laugh and joke and talk to them. Others say that he was distant and would throw around his authority. He could be gruff with employees. He didn't have good communication skills, and he was mean to employees. He was a loner. He expressed paranoid views about the government. He didn't have social media, and he kept black tape over the camera lens of his cell phone. An employee had been filming him, and when he seen her doing it, he ducked off and he walked away. But everyone thought that something was wrong with Andre Bing. On that tragic night, there were about 50 people in the store at that time. Many workers were stocking up for the Thanksgiving holiday, and an employee by the name of Breonna Taylor. She was there too during the attack. 15 to 20 people gathered in the break room to go over the morning plans. Quote, "All right, guys, we have a light night ahead of us," end quote. Then Bling would turn around and open fire on the entire room. Taylor said that it was crazy. And she said by the grace of God, the bullets missed her. She literally watched the bullets and the smoke leave the gun as the bodies dropped one after the other and hit the floor. Others couldn't believe that this was even real until they saw the blood all over the floor and the bodies that laid in it. Tyler said that he did not aim at anyone specifically. He didn't look at anyone in any type of way. He just was shooting throughout the room. It didn't matter who he hit. He never said a word. Bing used a 9mm handgun that was purchased legally the morning of this tragedy. Bing killed 6 co-workers and injured 4 others right before taking his own life. Found in civilian clothes without body armor, his phone left behind at the crime scene. Bing had left a death note prior to the attack. FBI agents rammed his door and raided his home, removing bags, clothing, looking through garbage, but it was after the fact. They even found a hit list of the ones that he wanted to kill, and some he did. One that was listed on his hit list, he actually would let that woman go. But the rest, they were already deceased, and there was already wounded people and people that would be affected by this senseless tragedy for years to come. Lorenzo Gamble, 43, Brian Pendleton, 38, Kelly Powell, 52, Ryan Blivens, 70, Tanika Johnson, 22, Chavez Barron, 16. They all died at the hands of Andre Marcus Bing. Snippets of the cell phone notes. Quote, "Sorry God, I failed you. This was not your fault but my own. I failed to listen to the groans of the Holy Spirit, which made me a poor representation of you. I have been harassed by idiots with low intelligence and lack of wisdom. I remained strong, though most of the torment and my dignity was completely taken away beyond repair by my phone getting hacked. Sorry, everyone, but I did not plan this. I promise things just fell in place like I was led by Satan. My only wish would be to have been to start over from scratch, that my parents would have paid closer attention to my social deficits. The associates gave me evil, twisted grins, mocked me, and celebrated my downfall that last day. My true intent was never to murder anyone. I was actually one of the most loving people in the world. Get to know me. End quote. I remember how I read that he spoke about wanting a wife and a family for his future, but he ended his future along with several others as well, and he changed the futures of the ones that lie in the hospital. My condolences to the friends and the families of everyone that was lost in this unfortunate and again senseless, tragic matter. One employee said, "We don't know what made him do this. None of us can understand why this happened."
It was nice. It was fun. Yeah,
we were driving in the back.
We was driving in the back, and I was parking it and everything.
Must have been my day off.
Matter of fact, it's more fun than driving a car to me.
Yeah, they had those in the Virginia store. That's all they eat.
Facebook Live. And that's Andre.